Hello, my beautiful light brights. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Neon Noire. I'm a half Italian, half Canadian drag queen living in Amsterdam. And if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Okay, guys, today we have a little bit of a different video. As you saw, I'm on Drag Duel, and on episode 1, there was a little bit of a twist. As soon as we walked into workroom, we needed to rate the queens. That is right, we had to rank the queens of who we thought had the best and worst promos. That is right, I'm gonna break down my list. I'm gonna give you the tea of who I put first, who I put last, and some thoughts behind it. So buckle in, this is gonna be a juicy one.
You know my name, Neon Noire, on my road to fame. I am that bitch, coming for your spot. Neon Noire, now let me show you what I got.
I'm gonna tell you the list the exact way I submitted it. No editing, nothing happening here. And I will give you my reasoning behind each one. I might tell you if I agree or disagree with my own theory. So stay tuned to the end for that. We are gonna go with number 14, which is going to be Replica. I know, you're like, who the hell is Replica? She is a great queen. She actually dropped out and is the reason why Gwen actually made it into the cast. So that is why Gwen is not on my list, because we did not get to rate Gwen. She came in right after the promos were needed to be submitted. Yeah, we saw her on week 1. She did week 1 challenge, but she did not do the ranking. In number 13, I gave it to Glass Stain. Personally, I just wasn't a fan of the look. I got the painting and the thing. It just really didn't do anything for me. It was creative, it was original, but comparative to everybody else's look, it just didn't stand out to me. Aww. Sorry, Glass. In number 12, I gave it to Heavy Cream. I liked Heavy Cream's idea, super camp, super fun, but what really bothered me was the short legs, the small head. It just felt like it needed some refinement. Looking back at it now, I'm starting to realize that maybe that was done on purpose to make it like comical, but at the time I was like, what is happening here? Number 11, I am gonna give it to Shafranya. I did not particularly like this look. These cones on her head really look like party hats. Like, you know those kids' party hats that she just put some fabric on? The color scheme was also gold and purple, and that was reading very yellow to me. I was just not that living for this look. Number 10, I know a lot of people are gonna hate me when I say this, but number 10, I had put Zodic. Ugh. I had put Zodic because I loved the mask. The mask was super cool, super interesting. I love the face makeup, but the rest of the suit itself just didn't look that elevated. It didn't feel expensive to me. We saw so many of these like triple head, triple mask things done on like Drag Race. I wasn't that impressed at the time. In number 9, I gave it to Stella Incognito. Stella was also one that I loved the draping on the skirt. It was super pretty. I love the color of the purple she chose, but the top lost it for me. I think that this type of silhouette really could have used some breasts, because it definitely feels like more that voluptuous vibe. And the frilly fabric just wasn't doing anything for me. With such a simple look, I would have loved to see really detailed hair, but she didn't give any of that. So that's why Stella got that placement. So number 8, I gave it to Hennessy. Yup, I know, don't kill me all. I, at the time, did not really live for this look. You have to remember, we just got one picture to judge it on, and there was multiple jesters, and as you can tell, I preferred transes over Hennessy's. Looking at the video, because we didn't get this video, I would have probably rated it a little bit higher, but I would say from this point forward, I really liked everybody's. Sorry to the people below this list. At number 7, I gave it to Smokey Carmichael. I loved this look from Smokey. It was really nice. It was very elegant. It was very, like, beautiful. Like, she looked gorgeous, and I really appreciated it. I think that comparative to some other people, it was a little bit simpler. It wasn't as over the top. That's why it didn't get a higher placement, but it was still excellent. Number 6, I gave it to Minerva. Personally, I think Minerva should have gotten even higher at the time, but I remember having put her, I think like 3rd or 4th, and then dropped her down 2 points for not following the rules. I know some people put her all the way at the bottom because she didn't follow rules. I thought that was too harsh. I deducted a couple of points. Honestly, she had an excellent garment. It looked super cool. I have no qualms about this, except for the fact that she didn't follow the rules. That's what landed her in 6th place. In 5th place, I gave it to Aquaflora. This thing was bananas. This thing was bonkers. I would have never even thought about a castle. And then the little trap door that opened, and we didn't even see that it opened. We just saw it open because we only got a picture. I thought this was so camp and so original and not something I would have ever thought of, and that's what I really appreciated about it. And that's why Aqua got my 5th place. In 4th place, I gave it to Robert Ben. I love this look. The minute I saw it, with these top 3, I struggled with the placements. I had moved them a couple of times. I ended up giving Robert 4th place. I actually don't know why. This was an excellent look, and I loved it immediately. It was definitely my top 3 for sure. In 3rd place, I gave it to Trans. I really loved this look. I kind of insinuated it a little bit. When I looked at Trans's look and when I looked at Hennessy's look, I just liked Trans's better. The gold was golden. I liked that it was a little bit more of a bodysuit. It felt more fun, and a jester is supposed to be fun. And so that is why I had given Trans this placement, and that's how Hennessy ended up lower, because it was just kind of like dropping every single time. In 2nd place, I had given it to Alex. I love this look from Alex. First up, she actually used the purple. Second of all, she had the staff and she looked gorgeous. It was giving everything I was trying to give. Like, I looked at her look and I looked at my look and I was like, these two things are quite similar. So obviously we had a similar thought process, and therefore obviously I liked her look. And then in 1st place, of course, I gave it to myself. Did I actually think at the time that I had the best look? No. But this is a competition, so you better believe that I put myself first. And that's how I rated at the time. Do you want to see a rating of how I would have rated them if I did them today, looking back at them? Because that rating changes. Let me know in the comments below. If you do, I will make that video. If you don't, well, I hope you enjoyed this one. On that note, my name is Neon Noire, at Miss Neon Noire on all social platforms, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.